Welcome to another episode in Romeville, where there is never a bad day. So today, guys, together we're going to install a side step rock crawler for my LX 470, which I purchased from Metal Tech. I will give you guys more information about the purchase as I do this video. So once again, we are embarked to another installation together. So today, guys, what I'm gonna be using, those are the things I'm gonna be using to prep and also finish the rock crawlers. So we need a pair of gloves. We need laundry detergent. It has to be in powder form because it's very alkaline, so we're gonna need that to work on the metal for better adhesion. A bucket. This is the primer I'm gonna use. It's also a self-etching primer. Then I'm gonna use this as a second coating. So I'm gonna coat it with this flat. And then since I've read a lot of the comments, they said the side steps when they get wet, they're a little bit slippery. I'm gonna put one coat of this to stop my wife from falling off because she's only 4'11". That's not true, folks. I'm just making that up. She's not 4'11". Oh, and then we need a red pad like this. It's very coarse because we really need to get all the grease and all the marking off the metal. So off we go. So guys, these are the steps from Metal Tech. They're very beefy, very well constructed. I think they're 70 pounds each, and this is them in raw form. So we're gonna have to get rid of all these grease and marking on them. Anyway, Metal Tech was running a promotion and they're still running it till the end of this month. So hopefully you get yours. You get 10% and you get free shipping. That's how I got mine. So for Memorial Weekend, they're going to actually offer, a $50 gift card if you buy this. So make sure you get yours. Like I said, you won't be disappointed. So you have to use hot water when you dissolve the detergent, and make sure that the detergent is completely dissolved. And the reason why the powder, like I said, is important because it's alkaline. That's what a lot of companies that do powder coating, that's what they use. They use that to prep the metal. So with your hot water, you're gonna start scrubbing. Make sure you focus on the joints, mainly the joints, and to get all the flakes off. Okay, so here we go. Oh, it's hot. And then you have to spend at least 20 minutes doing this. If it's less than 20 minutes, you're not doing a good job. So this is the end result of the sliders after spending over an hour of washing, scrubbing, rinsing. Now on to priming. This is it at one coat. 2 more to go. Look at my babies. They look so nice. So I ended up painting it, top coating it I mean, and then I also put the vinyl liner that I showed you on top. So one more thing is, you guys have to let this thing cure. I choose to let mine cure for 48 hours since, I want to make sure that it does not flake off, chip off, or nothing like that. So it's going to be sitting here for 2 days. So I took some measurement of the sliders and approximate of where the brackets are going to fall. So it should be within 3 inches of where the truck is attached to the frame for the first bracket. Now mine still has this, although it's lifted, so it's not gonna interfere. And then in the back is the other measurement, and I think I might just have to remove this to make sure the bracket sits to get the sliders to fit right here. So they are held about 12 millimeter. So take this out, take this out, take this out, the line, and slide the bracket for the sliders underneath there, and you should be fine. Now I'm under the car. I wanted to show you the other side. So right here, if this will focus, you see those lines? I have to make sure that the U-bolt is in between those lines and the frame, because you don't want to pinch this. So I'm gonna have to fish it that way. I'll show you in a second. So focus please. So you take the U-bolt and you just slide it in the back of those lines, and then you pivot it. So you'll end up with something like this. Let me see if I can show you. You see? It's in between the line and the frame. This is not gonna work because of the way. What I ended up doing is I put the sliders underneath the truck. I lift one end and I screw that one end to the U-bolt, and I'm gonna let it hang and do the other side. So I was able to put 2 bolts on the front part of the sliders by lifting it, and now I'm gonna do the back. I was gonna use this rope to hoist it, but then I realized that I can lift it. So now the front is attached like I showed you. So now I'm gonna lift this and try to get the bolt. Oh, sorry, okay. This is a first technique. I didn't have a jack, or I didn't have another person that can help. So I'm holding it with my knee, and then I'm screwing in the bolt. I'm gonna get a jack and do it another way, which will be easier. Please don't try this because you could get injured. Now that I just put all 4 of the bolts in, I'm gonna tighten this. I wanted to actually put a piece of rubber between the crawler and the frame of the car. Let me know what you think, because I live where it rains a lot, and I didn't want moisture to be trapped and then create rust. So I guess with the piece of rubber, like a tire piece of rubber or whatever, it will create a watertight seal. So let me know what you think. So like I said, I wanted to create a moisture barrier between the sliders and the frame. I don't know, I'm paranoid. I don't want the frame to start rusting. So I had those bicycle tube, tire tube. I cut 6 inches, and I'm gonna put this in between the sliders and the frame. So I think with compression, this is going to create a watertight seal against the frame, so you know, moisture doesn't get trapped in there and rust my frame. Yes, I'm paranoid, people. So like I mentioned earlier, this is the piece of the tubing. I'm gonna have the powdery flat against the frame. I slide it, like this, and then I will start bolting, so that way I have a moisture barrier. So the passenger side has been done, and this is the side that has the HAC. As you can tell, everything's back except for the metal piece that was right here. It cannot fit because the bracket is blocking this hole. So if you have the HAC, you might do a slight modification. That's it. So right now I'm on the driver's side, right? There's one more step I have to do. So I had to remove this because I have the HAC system. Then I have to remove, you know, the bracket that's holding this line. But in the back side of it, these have to be, I have to take out this bolt that's holding the line. Now I was able to put the U-bolt in there, as you can see, but for me to actually swivel it and then grab the rack slider, I need to move it back a little, and this is on the way. So I have to loosen this so I could have some more room. It's a 12mm. As you guys know, it's hard to hold a camera and do this. And then this is what I meant. Now I have room, you know, to push, if I need to push the U-bolt back, so I don't have any more restriction. That's the only extra step you have to do for the other side. So now I'm gonna try to see if I could get So I got the bottom in. I'm gonna put the screw. This is supposed to be done with a jack or with a second person, but I don't have a second person. And I need to work out my core anyway. So basically what I did was I lifted, and then this one went in first. And then I maneuver it, play around with it, and then this one went in second. So I do the front side of the rockers, I mean the sliders first, because it's lighter. The back one is heavier, and it's easier to get the front one in first and then try to get the back one, because I tried to get the back one first and I couldn't get it. So do the first one, hook the U-bolt in the first one, leave it loose, and then go work on the back. Right about now, I'm holding it with my knee. I got the bottom part of the U-bolt, and now I'm gonna maneuver to get the top in, and that's how you get this thing in. Voila. So guys, this is finally done. It took me about 2 hours filming and also installing. If you're not filming, obviously it's gonna take you less. It's one of the best sliders in the internet. Metal Tech, like I said, is running a promotion where if you buy the raw, you will get 10% off, free shipping. This thing ended up costing me maybe $650. I finished it myself, maybe for another $60. You know, I save a lot of money. I went with the textured finished. If you love the lady in your life, you're gonna pick something that's not slippery, and if you don't love the lady in your life, feel free to spray some soap as you invite her for an outing. I'm kidding, folks. Anyway, thank you for watching. Until the next episode, remember, it's never a bad day in Romeville.